The truth that all people and cultures received at some point throughout the evolution and history of humankind originates from one superior spiritual source. Since we are different and we also speak various languages, this source received many different names. The cultures also gave particular meaning and understanding to that truth. They received and developed particular ways to relate to this source and this truth in terms of practices and teachings. Today, it seems, and people want us to believe, that all these teachings, because they were shaped according to the particularities of each culture, they are far apart, that there is no connection and no understanding. But if our origins are the same, and in addition, we share all what is part of creation, we have to find a way to reconcile our differences. I was taught that human beings were created just like flowers, beautiful, of different colors, and with different characters and characteristics. And in addition, we were given very special gifts. Look at our differences, capabilities, and capacity as an asset for all of us, instead of suppressing these differences and instead of turning them against each other. We have to combine these differences to work together. Where did we go wrong? I believe where we are going wrong is when words and expressions are being invented, and we are told that they are invented to organize better the world, but instead they're killing all our possibilities to build harmony. Words and expressions can be terrible weapons, and some of these expressions, for example, are these people are civilized, these people are not civilized, these ones are rich, these are poor, these ones are more important, VIPs, and the others not. The more vulnerable and the less vulnerable. Those that need help, not realizing that sometimes we could very well help each other even if we are considered more vulnerable. The ones who are educated and the ones who are analphabets, also not realizing that those that consider themselves educated may eventually find themselves one day in territories where they are analphabets. In interreligious circles, we also hear expressions such as major religion, official religions, but we all know that the higher source, which I call the Creator, for him, these differences are irrelevant. What can be the solutions? Well, WCO initiative, I think it's a very interesting initiative. Our spirituality many times is channeled through the different ways of arts. In our culture, art for example, in weaving, are expressing a whole philosophy, teachings, and way of life. It would be also interesting to revise the terminology we use and the meaning we use to the terms. And when we talk about preserving culture, it is very, very important to also preserve the land and the territory where this culture lives. There is in these days a serious attempt to violate these territories, mainly because of the use of natural resources, and if this is lost, the cultures disappear.